All right, we're in the Superstar 9-hole Cup. Dunner's on the line. What's up, Dunner?
Wait, it's no qualifying is tomorrow, right? This is just only practice.
Just practice. This is a practice scouting report, and we're just kind of like going out. I did play around yesterday, and I did notice a few things on some of these holes, some of these older holes that we have a way of playing them, but like some of these newer balls are opening up some windows that we didn't have. So, hole number 1. What do we have? I gotta make sure I get the. I'm going all. We just played this hole not too long ago, and you were playing down at the bottom on the left-hand side, just laying it up and then shooting it up to the top. It was like mid-Goliath or something.
Oh, yeah. I think I actually switched and used a Grizzly for this one, just because it's ball guide.
And I can't remember what your adjustment was from down there.
I think, for some reason, I feel like it was like only -5 at mid-club or something.
Yeah, it seemed like it was we were going by wherever it is in the club, and it was definitely a negative number. But Dunner's heading over to this side right here. I'm trying to get down into this area and terminate right here. If I brought out the right stuff and I had the wind going with me, it is possible to get through this little window. But at the angle coming through, you're really close to this rough of clipping it and getting stuck up here, or ending up going in the sand at the end of your run. It's a narrow window. Just right here is fine. You're in short iron here versus long iron, so you've changed club.
Fuck, my Goliath actually has more ball guide.
And it seems like I was doing like a -10 from over in this area. And you are further down the hill, so the terrain here goes, here's point A, and the terrain goes down into that thing and then goes up to the green, so you're in this B area at the bottom. All right, are you ready? Hold on. Let me think here. I'm going to bring a 444, and the side spin is what's important. It's all the side spin and however much wind. Now, I do think these balls right here would work really well if we had a tailwind.
I think I'm only using like a katana ball.
Yeah, if you're going to the left, you can do it with a Marlin. Just lay it up down there, right?
Yeah, it's either that or a Quasar. I'm just going to stick with katana ball. I think that puts me better in the mid club.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I suppose so. Hole 1, par 4, Superstar. Practice. 3, 2, 1, go.
Spinning.
Oh, fuck, I got someone right away.
Well, that sucks. Arrgh. I think when we were playing this, because we just played this here not too long ago in like the city outskirts tournament, I think is what it was. And I was hitting over to the right-hand side, trying the shot that I'm doing right here, and I took that shot like 10 times during the week, and half the time I was in the good spot and half the time I was in the rough. Dunner was able to take his shot from the perfect spot all 10 times. And I think I made 3 of the ones where I was in the perfect spot, and one of the ones from the, so I was like a 40% that week. See if I can get any better at it this week. All the side spin, and however much top spin I can get on.
Buddy went for that kind of shot. He used a Titan.
Okay, I'm going to do a max curl shot. So I'm going to start off with my white ring on the transition between the rough and the fairway. Take the wind out. It's 1.5 per ring. I want to see where it goes if I take the wind out. So there's 1.5. That leaves me 7. So that's a ring and a half. Hitting it perfect.
I hate how you can't see the fucking center ring on this course.
Gave myself enough room for the curl to develop. I could go out even just a titch farther. could leave like one ring of separation. I was doing a max curl shot with my Apocalypse right there, so I'm trying to find. It's almost like doing a max overpower hook. You got to find the spot out there that you're in to give yourself enough room for the curl to walk around. Because yesterday I ended up in the rough to the left of where I ended up. I only gave myself 4 rings of separation at the top, and it wasn't quite enough.
Well, he's going to try and backspin a thorn.
Okay, this should be. Let me get my calculator going here. Jeez. 0.9 times the wind. Wherever I'm at in my club. My opponent would have liked to have gotten a little more distance on that, I can tell you that. Kingfisher.
Okay, minimum Goliath, no spin.
There's max. I'm at mid club, so mid Kingfisher is 1.6 per ring, so it's 3.3 equals divided by 1.6. 1.85. Put on a couple backspin. .85 rings. There's 1.8. It's 1.85 exactly. Oh! All that work and then hit one ring. Great.
Stopped right in front of the cup again.
I
-5.
still overpulled
minimum
it.
club.
I did a minus 10% and I hit it great to the right, and I barely was right on the edge of the cup. So the way the wind was blowing, I still overpulled it, even taking off 10%. So you might want to do minus 15 on that.
Yeah, you're probably hitting from lower than where I was.
Yep.
I did -5. I was at minimum Goliath.
I'm pretty sure if I'd have hit
I
that.
didn't do any spin, but I ended up right in front of the cup again.
I'm pretty sure if I hit that perfect, I would have ended up on the other side of the cup. Overpulled it. Now I think you can get down there, and I was leaving myself 5 rings of separation, so I could do a max curl shot. But I think you can just set it up where you're 2 rings off, and if you had a ball that's got 4 side spin, you could, with just a little bit of curl, walk it around the corner and get in the same spot. What'd you get on it?
Birdie.
Birdie.
I stopped right in front of the cup on my second shot, but it was right at it.
And from over there on the left-hand side, what did you do for the adjustment to the cup?
-5.
-5.
I was at minimum Goliath.
Hole number 2.
I didn't do any spin, but the ball guy was like just getting there. It's tricky because depending if you move closer to the green, it kind of disappears. But if you move further away, the ball guy comes back and rolls out more. But yeah. All right, I have no idea what this hole is. So obviously, navigator.
No, I played this hole yesterday, and I was like, I thought it was one hole looking at the picture, but when we got on the course, I was like, wow, that's not the right hole. And I still can't remember. So I'm just going to go out there and we'll just play whatever it is.
Yeah, only one way to find out.
Only one way. Are you ready?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. Dots.
Dots and... Oh, I got somebody else. Nedley. What the shit? What?
What account are you playing?
77.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. This account gets hooked up with both of them anyway.
Oh, I remember. So we can play this with a rock, or we can play, I think back here, really you want to bring out a ball that's got, I'm not sure if I have any low wind balls that have better side spin. Okay, there's Min Sniper.
I got a
There's
replay.
Max. If you start off from over here, you'll need a ball
Oh,
that's
this
got...
fucking hole.
I'm going to run out of time, so I'm just going to take the shot. Yeah, I'll wait. Now I know where I'm going to start. We're practicing. There's a lot of different ways that you can play this. You can bounce it over from the other side. You can bring out a rocket and a small ball and start off on the same side as the where I'm at with the sniper. But it will work better if you bring out, and a rocket will work fine. And a sniper will work fine. But you can start off further back. Like if you had a 1 power or a 2 power ball, you start off a little bit further back if it had 4 side spin. Then you could really bring it around and not have to do a lot of movement on it. How are you playing it?
I'm gonna go minimum sniper and go from way back.
Oh, you're gonna do the bounce over. You're gonna bounce over the sandy area and then bounce on the fairway and run it up.
Maybe.
Maybe. It definitely looks like it's downhill.
Ooh, I got it off.
So let's start off. Let's over pull it if nothing else, and do a 20%.
Whew.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's a nice shot. I did plus 10, and I think 20 might work.
2.8. I'm mid max, so I'm at like 1 per ring still, so it's 336. Hitting it perfect. Well, see, the tail was too long. I needed to put a little bit more backspin on it because it's going to come in too fast, but I didn't pull it near enough. And the difference between mid and max with a sniper, it's 1.0 to 1.1 per ring. So if you're in that area that's between mid and max, it's not much. Dunner would add them together and take the average, so he'd come out with 1.05. And that 0.5 doesn't sound like a lot, but if you've got, a 6 wind, then that makes a difference. A 3 wind, that makes a difference. That's a ring and a half, right? All right, hole number, what are we on? Hole number 3?
Yeah, I think I remember this one. You have to go, pretty much have to go to the left on the 3 islands there.
Yeah, but this is one of those holes
bounce.
And we're on the old pin configuration, but on the new pin configuration, if we ever play this hole and it's got the new pin configuration, you have to go to the right. And you can do a rough bump right here to go to the new pin placement. But this old pin placement, which is what we're playing today, you always go to the left, and it's the bounce that he bounce that he bounce. I have always done a plus 10 on the drive. And you want to respect the second shot, and with a sniper and a 3 power ball, your red line's still going to be like up here in the neck. It's still a long ass shot. So if you bring out a 4 power ball, it would probably be overkill on the drive, but it will help you on the second shot, especially if you want to use a sniper. Are you ready?
Sure. 3, 2, 1, go.
Now come on, damn it. We were in the right timing last time. I got dots. Are you spinning?
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to back out and get back in. Oh, hold on.
No.
No. It took. I was on hole 6 and I had to back out and change it back to hole number 3. Gave it too much time. God damn it.
How'd you get the hole 6?
I played 6 holes yesterday.
Oh.
I was shooting video yesterday and I didn't feel it. I got to hole number 6 and was like, and I had stuff to do, so I was like, man, it's like another 30 minutes. Curmudgeon. I'm assuming that's what that stands for. Welcome to the channel. Dunner welcomes you.
Yeah, sure, whatever, buddy. Is this the green that really slopes hard left to right too?
Yup. Two, 3, 2, 5. It's 1 2/3 rings. And that was closer to 1 3/4. Bounce. Did he bounce? Did he bounce? Da-da! I don't like these kind of holes. This isn't my forte where you got to do this little fucking ping pong shit, but and a smaller ball doesn't hurt you on the drive here, but the smaller ball is going to kick your butt on the second shot. It's not that you can't get up there, it's just you don't have a good shot.
Okay, this isn't the green I was thinking of.
This one's easy to come at it with too much speed and roll off the back, and while that rough looks like it's a mile away, it's actually pretty damn close.
Shit, I got overpowered a bit.
Okay, that's a 1.5 off. I keep coming in on the backside. I want to see if it's just possible to come in. And I'm just going to do a 2-2. Oh, fuck. That,
Damn, I
don't know how that wasn't good. I hit it so far to the freaking left. This is a tough green to chip onto from up high because the hole... What's funny about this hole is if you look at it, it looks absolutely flat when you're setting the shot up. But when you get at ground level and you look at the green, it is not fucking flat. Perfect. Most of the holes in this game, the pictures do kind of represent, you can see the shadow or you can see stuff. But this hole is not. It's easy to roll past the cup and get in that rough on the other side, though, just like my opponent did. Look how much slope's on that green. Hitting it perfect. In the hole. All right. That's how to get an eagle, but there's still some work to get an albie. That's a difficult hole to get an albie on.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit easier with a big dog or a cataclysm, especially if you had an upper developed cataclysm that's got ball guide. But you can at least get up there a little closer to the hole where you can. The problem with that hole is we're so far away from it coming up to it, and we're so far to the left trying to get around that peninsula that if we could get farther forward with a bigger hitting club, we might be able to put on a little bit of backspin and some left-hand side spin to straighten it out so it runs straight to the cup. That hillside sucks. So you're not gonna play poker today, you're gonna play some hockey?
Yeah.
This hole right here, this is like the little dinosaur hole with the little deal. This is like the Gumby hole. It's got the little... There is actually a way now with these topspin boost balls, if you have tailwind and or pure side wind, that you could do a rough bump off of this right here. And if you've got tailwind, you'll be able to clear this. And you could get over there with a 5-power topspin boost ball and be on the green side using your in-bringer. Wood, long iron, short iron. You ready?
Sure.
Oh, hold on a
3, 2, 1,
second.
go.
3, 2, 1. We're on hole 4, right? Yep.
Yes.
Come on.
3, 2, 1, go.
Art. Now you're fully in the queue.
Oh, wait, no, I don't have dots yet. Oh, now I got dots.
Okay. Let me back out and get back in. I'm going to have to give you longer. Now I'm spinning forever. This is BS. Hey, back out.
All right.
And I'm gonna give you a full 8 seconds. I'm gonna give you. Tell me when you get dots.
All right.
Go.
Men. Dots.
I'm in, and I got dots, and that's not gonna happen. I mean, that right there. You're still spinning. You were in for that long, and I got somebody. The Dawn. How's your week going?
Pretty good.
No more long shifts?
No, not this week. I could have worked last night, but nah. We get Happy Friday this week, so yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of that. Not work any overtime.
We've got a couple jobs to get done this week, if the weather cooperates. And we got another job yesterday that's going to take us like 3 days and to get done, and it's really going to be weather. It might take us 7 or 8 days if we go over there and work for a couple hours while the weather's good. Let's take a katana. Let's see if there's enough room.
I was looking at bringing the fucking Apocalypse and trying to like curl it somehow to that last fairway, but didn't look like.
I'm just wondering if I
Going
can do
bigger
this
ball.
without having to put on a lot of curl, or if I need to do a max curl shot. There's a 4-5 adjustment. And that was not good. I'm going to roll off just like my opponent. I think yesterday I came at it and I did a max curl shot, no overpower, just a max curl shot. And you can get lined up so that you're going right down the center of the fairway. And you can go all the way to the end and you got plenty of room. It's a blind shot. I guess a lot of people probably aren't comfortable doing those blind shots. It's almost like a max overpower hook. You just have to, take a couple of shots to find out where you need to set it up to start off with and then take out the wind. All right, I'm gonna make this shot right here though. Max.
Ooh, I need to do way more wind than that. Holy.
.25. It's 2 per ring. That's a ring and a quarter. Oh, that was barely. That was a forced grate. I thought that sucker was perfect when I let it go. Distance was good though. Perfect. And I waited all that time and I got a replay. Like immediately. They don't like us. They banned us.
Pricks.
It's a draw. All right, that's how you play that hole. What is our next hole on the list? Hole number 5. What is hole number 5? Okay, let me tell you some things about this hole. The first thing is if you bring out a big enough ball, there is a window over here. And so if you got any side wind or tailwind, you don't have to do any overpower. And if there's headwind, you'll have to deal with it. And if you look at the terrain down here, you remember this next hole, or are you still playing that one?
No, I'm done.
It shortens out the farther you go to the left. And if you look at the course has like this area here is flat. And this area here is all going downhill.
I might remember this. Maybe.
So I'll bet you money if they showed us where people fail on the drive, that the mass majority of the people that fail are going to fail right here. They're going to overshoot this because if they were high, they got plenty of fairway. But if they're low, they run out real quick. But here's the funny part about that. You really only need to get to right here. You don't even need to get that far to have the shot to the cup. And you're picking up a teeny bit of distance on the arc to where the cup is if you get right in this area, but it's not worth risking getting caught up here. I think we need a power ball on this. I'm pretty sure.
I think, if I remember this one, it's the second shot is where you're really going to find that you need the distance.
Yes. Even with the sniper, I think the second shot's pretty far. So, yeah, I mean, you got to bring out a big ball for kind of both. Hey.
Oh, yeah, it was really quick.
All right. I'm going to open up. I think I've got a club card trading. Let's see if there's see if we get anything good today. I'll bet you whatever we get, there's only 3 cards of it. The off-roader. I am 10 away from getting it to level 7. That'll be the first of the really usable clubs. I do have my Kingfisher to level 7. Let me tell you, it's awesome at level 7. And I have a big topper at level 7. And I'm working really hard to try and get my big topper to be the first epic that I get to level 8, because I don't play the high level stuff, so I gotta work on it. It picks up distance. It gets to 232, and then it hits the big time. The big time.
Man, my belt is fucked. Time for the belt.
Yeah, I'm far away. My Spitfire I'm working on. Off-roader's almost there. The Falcon at level 7 is actually an awesome club too, but it is so far away from level 6 that, and I hardly ever get Falcon cards. Alright, let's look at that one more time. I'm undecided. If you have an APOC 5, you should probably bring it, because I don't think you need any more topspin than what you can get on with a APOC. I don't think you need all the topspin of a extra mile, but that extra little bit of distance off the tee is good. All right, you ready?
Sure. 3, 2, 1, go. Your dodge pretty quick that time.
I waited until you said I got dots pretty quick that time before I even got in. And I have dots now and I'm spinning.
Oh, I just spin forever.
Now that's total, hold on. Yeah. Total bullshit.
Oh, I don't know what that name means.
So now that the weather in where you're at has kind of turned to crap, it only gets worse from this point, right?
Pretty much.
I mean, it just gets, it's like where I'm at. The days get shorter, it gets colder.
Yeah, well, 3 more weeks, and then that changes, but
Yeah.
it'll still be cold, but the days...
Well, at least be
We'll get
picking up a
longer
little
again.
bit of time, yeah. All right, I got somebody. Let's see what happens here. So they got a marlin ball. I'm assuming they're going to change that up. Nope. This would be a good indication of how far the wind's going forward, because it's pushing forward about 2.25, and I think it's pushing it forward twice that much. And they made it. And they ended up right over there on that side. They actually didn't have to hit it as far. Let's see here. On the side that they hit, so
That was bad. All rough with me. All rough.
what is that? 5.5? Nah, that's too much. I'm gonna just do 4 topspin. Give myself plenty of room out here in the middle. 4-1. I'm gonna do 4-5. It's a 10%. There's max curl. I don't think I need to go max. And I hit it great to the left, which is not fucking good. Just laid it up. Yeah. Yeah, there's a flat area right there, and everybody's trying to get a little bit extra distance, but really, arc from the tee box, you're not really gaining that much. But there is a big risk on days, especially if on days like this where we're getting tailwind, where it might push it forward a little bit farther than you expected, and you end up in the rough. You are sunk. Because shit, you can barely get there with a wood. This is a hole to come back and practice to see if there's a new way to play this hole, because the way that we're playing it right now is pretty much the way that you play it. You can see where my red line is, even with a 5 power ball. Give myself plenty of room here. Four, 6. Whew. I'm gonna do 5, 4. It's a 20%. Isn't it perfect? You take your shot to the cup?
Yeah, I ended up in the rough, so no.
I did a 20% and that was too much. But I think a 10 would have been a little too less, so it needed to be like a 12.5 or a 15 or... Which is funny because you were way downhill. I mean, if it's only 10, that just shows like the inconsistency. That those numbers are all bullshit. What's funny is all the new numbers that they've added in. Like how Nat's ass, you have to get it in order to get in the hole. I'm not sure that they thought people would figure out the ring method as fast as people did. That kid who figured that stuff out originally, that was pretty good reverse engineering. All right, now we're on hole number 6, right? Hole number 6. Any of these holes getting your panties wet? This hole is not. I can tell you that right now. This hole, in my opinion, sucks.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the way that I was playing this before, I think you have to bring out a bigger ball in order to do it. But I'm going to bring out a Kingmaker. And there's a rough bump that you can do up there. And I'm going to work on that rough bump. With a sniper. Alrighty, you ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on. Come on. He's spinning. A live
Forever. I'm probably
opponent.
getting replays the whole time, too.
And we're both getting replays. So we have a live opponent sitting here waiting for somebody to come and get him. Somebody drops in. We're practicing. Come on. I even got out and got back in. And you're still spinning.
No, I got someone finally. Yeah, this is dumb.
No, I'm going to spin forever. No, and I was playing with Richard the other day, and Richard's trophy count versus my trophy count and his weekly bracket. Shit, he's way... I'm not complaining that we're getting hooked up. I'm just saying, like, I just don't get it. Because these two accounts are really close.
Yeah, I got like 1648 or something.
Yeah, and I've got 1785, and I don't think, like, what's the highest weekly bracket that's ever been in?
Oh, fuck.
Maybe expert.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Okay, I'm going to do a 10% on this. It seems like we were doing some small adjustment like that.
Weekly bracket, maybe, yeah. If I had this account back when they had tournament shootouts.
And with that headwind, I might do a 15 times 3.9, 4.48 rings. See if I left myself enough room. It'll be close.
Holy shit, that was a huge wonderful.
I did. 4-5. Ah, damn it. Not great to the left will put me in the deep rough, which I was able to get out of, but that was not where I wanted to hit. This is one of those holes that I've hit hole-in-ones here. Anybody who's played for any length of time, you've probably got a hole-in-one on this hole. But it's not a hole that I get hole-in-ones on all the time. The courses have got so many undulations to it that your ball, the speed that you're coming up to, there's so many factors that play on how it rolls out. If you're going a little too fast, or if you're going a little too slow, if you're slightly off trajectory, some other terrain will push you in a different direction. It is a tough par 3 as far as I'm concerned. And from the back tees, that is a suck par 3. That's not going to be one of your favorite par 3s in the world right there?
Not usually.
Well, you're good on the par 3s.
I suppose I could have brought out Katana, maybe a Kingmaker, and tried to do a rough bump.
Well, I used to do the bounce over there, and then I switched to the rough bump because I thought, well, maybe I can get it to roll out a little bit better, but it seems like everything I've done there, I really haven't had a lot of success. We just played this hole not too long ago. This might have been in the city outskirts as well. The new pin, and this is a hole that they've changed the pin placement on, and if you're playing on the new pin configuration, you need to hit it either straight forward onto this island or you need to hit it to the right. But in the old configuration, the right sucks, and the left is the way to hit it. The left or the center. You can try and get over to the other side, but it's difficult to make it stick because it's on a ridge. You can see the line down it, and it wants to roll to the left or the right. I'm going to stick it onto the middle island. And I don't think I have to bring out a big ball to do that, but if you do this, you're committing to a rough bump on the second shot. I'm going to try that. We'll try it. We'll see. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just going to wing it.
Okay, ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on.
Oh, fuck it. Oh, I guess it went right away. Okay.
No, I got it. So you got bowling tomorrow. How long is the bowling season?
Oh, fuck. It's forever. It's like 33 weeks.
And you guys just started back
I
up here,
think we're
what,
taking
like
a
4 or 5
break
weeks
at
ago?
Christmas. I think we played 10 weeks so far. The Thursday after Labor Day. So, yeah, I think we've had 10, maybe 11 weeks now. But, yeah, so maybe a third of the way through. But we're taking 2 weeks off at Christmas to New Year's, which I don't know why, because normally if it's not near Thursday when the holidays are, then we just play through. So now we're just going to play later into the year, which means like end of April probably.
We'll see if I can get that on there with that grate. It looks pretty damn flat. I'm just going to do a 1-to-1 to start off with, and we'll see if that was enough. And with this wind, I'm going to get stuck having to work that sand. Now, my opponent's trying to get all the way over with a Quasar. That's number one's good. That's a good landing spot for that side.
Well, I didn't go enough curl.
There's max. There's min. So I'm at mid club, which is 1.1 per ring. So 3.9 divided by 1.1 is 354. That is a fucking G string right there, bro. I mean, there's very little, and there's a little distortion of the rings. 3.9, 354. There's 354. Isn't it perfect? And I pushed it forward about a quarter of a ring, and that wasn't enough. I needed to push it forward about a half. My opponent came with their Malibu so they can backspin it a little. And they've got curl, and they're short shooting it. And they eyeballed it.
It's probably going to go in.
It's close. They were a million miles away, but it was still close. I mean, it's close. It's still close. It's like 2 squares. Close. All right. I'm going to set it right there. And if I hit it perfect or great to the right, it might go in. And that was a 2-ring grate to the right, and that's not going in. Close. Close. Damn it. I really wanted to sink that so I could give him some emoji. I hit it into the sand and he said, "Nice shot." It always pisses me off when your opponent's trash talking you.
Except in real life.
Yeah, except in real life.
I welcome it. I like to talk shit all the time, so.
Hole number 8. What is hole number 8?
I'm not good at golfing, so if I can talk shit and make my partners play worse, I'm good.
This is another one of those holes there is one of these holes that we played that I found a spot. Like I was playing it with a freaking Guardian, and it was like X amount of backspin, and you put your rings, you wedge your spot, your club into the right spot. And I started sinking hole-in-ones, and I think this is the hole. I'm gonna make sure I have a bag that's got a Guardian just in case. Just in the event. Bag number 5. A Guardian. I think we could do it with a Quasar or a Nav. A low ball. Alright, are you ready?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
I gave you 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm still spinning.
And I just got dots. That is just baffling. I got back out and got back in. Got dots. And no done.
No, I got guessed.
What the hell are you doing?
After you got dots, I got guessed. I didn't ask him to be my guest.
Well, I mean, hell, we're in practice. We're in Norway. It's like midnight. We're on hole number 8. I mean, how many people worldwide are playing hole number 8 right now?
Yeah.
And we can't get an opponent? I'm not sure this is the same hole I
Holy
was
fuck,
thinking.
that's a huge adjustment. Oh, this is White Cliffs, isn't it? Yeah. I had a 4-5 win and I did a 6-ring pull, and it was not even close.
Two 8.
Oh man, this weather fucking sucks. It makes me tired all the time.
3, 5, 6. If I can get lined up with the wind, shit, I was like a mile off. There's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
What's your win?
Oh, I had to snap it off. It was 2.8.
You did 6 rings?
No, I did 3.56.
Oh, I just heard the 6 part. It's like, what?
I did a 40% adjustment, but I hit it 1 ring great to the right, and I used a Guardian and I wedged it up. You could probably use a sniper and you have better ball guide. And I wedged it up where I had my blue ring on the sand and I had my blue ring on the rough. I was way up there, and then I used like three backspin and a 40% adjustment sounds right, because I was doing, like, when this hole first came out, everybody was like talking about it was like low stuff and then it wasn't working. Kept rolling off the back, and this is definitely a hole that you do not want to roll off the back of this, because it's easy to get big.
What I did was plus 35 and I wasn't even close.
You're saying you needed to do
I
like
had a 4 or
55.
5 win that did 6-ring pull.
Wow.
And that works out to plus 35 at max with power 1 ball, and it was not even close. It almost feels like it needed to be double. Whatever. I'm not even going to play this tournament anyway, so 9-hole cups are useless. I think you should probably get better rewards for 9-hole cups. Like, I know it's not as much time invested or whatever, or as many balls spent, but it's way harder to win, in my opinion. You have only 18 holes. That's it.
You got to go out
fuck
there
up one hole, you can't get it back.
Yep. You got to go out there and just fire off a round. Just like, today I was on a hot streak. Bam.
Yeah, and then the very next day do the same thing again. And that's it, and you're done, right? 18 holes as opposed to 45. I get it, more holes, more prizes. It takes longer. You got to be maybe more consistent-ish, maybe, I guess, but... All right, last one. Right?
Last one. What is the last hole?
It looks like a dick hole. Another long par 5.
This is in that same course as the one that we played here just a few minutes ago, where we used the power 5 ball. I think this is that impossible. Damn it. Oh yeah.
The impossible, damn it.
Yeah, well, this is the one, if you can get it right, if you bring out the right stuff, where you can get a bounce through here and you can come through this area and clip the rough and bleed out and end up right there, and then you're in the sweet spot. But if you land out in this area, you've got to bounce from here and get it to come over, and you definitely want to bring a big dog or a cataclysm, whichever one of those two clubs you use, that's the one you want to bring. Even with the Power 5 ball. So most people are going to try and get as much distance up into this area as possible so that they can go bounce number one, all max topspin, to get over this rough area and get up to the green. This is one that a lot of people are not going to get eagles on. But it is risky to try and get down into this area, but if you can get down there, you got all kinds of options. I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I have no idea how I'm going to play it, but I'm ready.
I don't think I even picked my ball or clubs.
I haven't either. I'm definitely thinking you got to bring out a Power 5 ball and an APOC so that we can get the curl if we're going to try and go over all of that shit.
Mine's only level 3. I don't have any distance on it yet.
Aren't they just giving away those Apocalypse cards? Hell no.
I haven't got any in the mail yet.
I haven't gotten any in the mail either.
Speaking of which, I got some new stickers yesterday.
Some new stickers?
Yeah, I ordered some new ones. I'll send you a picture of them.
What kind of stickers?
To put on our helmets. Or wherever.
Let's see what my opponent's doing. A lot of people are just going to try and get up into this area up here at the top to give them the lane. But bringing out a low power ball is definitely going to hurt on the second shot. And hitting a 2-ring grate to the right is probably going to hurt them on the first shot. Yeah, they're screwed.
My template?
There's a word for that. It starts with an F, ends with a D. 6 letters. I want to see if I can make it over all of that shit.
Oh, I see. I remember.
5-1. 3 rings is 4-5. I'm going to overpull it 10%. I'm going to end up in the sand because I hit it 2 rings great to the left. Man, there was not enough against that headwind. That headwind killed that shot.
Oh, yeah. I'm position A here, I think.
Killed it. And what my opponent should do from here is just hit it to where they were trying to hit it to so that they can see whether or not that ball would work. I'm going to hit it up to the top where I think most people are going to hit it. The easier spot to get to. Which is like right up in this area right here. And I brought the wrong wood. I brought a sniper.
Oh, me too.
Instead of a bag that's got a big hitter in it. After I sat and told everybody you got to bring a big hitting wood. Dumbass. Damn rookies.
I'm probably just going to end up in the rough. Let's see. Trying to bounce. Oh, I clipped the fairway. Barely bounced over it. And, ooh, the block. That was a nice shot. I'm like 2 squares behind the cup.
That was my problem too, is I brought the wrong ball. No wonder. I was sitting here trying to figure out what the deal was, why that first shot was so far off, and I'm sitting here. I played with fucking Quasar. What were you thinking, dude? What were you thinking?
Apparently you weren't.
Apparently I wasn't. And I brought a Guardian.
Yeah, so send a picture of that sticker to you.
And I need a topspin club. Let's
It
see
went
if
over
I can
pretty well
catch the
today when I brought it
fairway.
in.
Didn't go out far enough. Dang it.
You got your messenger on?
Yeah. Let me look at that picture. It's a sticker that says attempting to give a fuck. And it's got a little meter on it that's at a very low level. And it says, please wait.
Yeah, I put that right on the front of my helmet this morning.
There's max, there's mid, there's quarter. So I'm in the 8 per ring range.
I've got a bunch I made.
I think this is the way that the wind's blowing. It's pretty much I hit it perfect and you get it. It's going to go right in the cup. 4-5. That's slightly over half a ring. Oh, damn it. I'm going to hit one of those rough shots perfect today. I got to play that hole again. I'm an electrician. Wrote it wrong, scratched it out. I'm an electrician, wrote it wrong, scratched it out. I'm an electrician, wrote it wrong, scratched it out. I cut wires. That's funny. I'm going to play that hole one more time. I screwed that up because I brought out the wrong shit. Let's grab a bag. Let's actually build a bag for that. APOC. Cataclysm. All the rest of this stuff will work. If I have to use any of the rest of the clubs in that bag, I'm screwed anyways. So what are you going to do for the rest of the week?
Well, tomorrow's Thursday, so payday and bowling day.
Bowling day.
Looking at pictures when I was talking, I almost read it out loud. Yeah, and then we got Happy Friday, so I'm probably going to come home after work and start drinking and get drunk at bowling, and may or may not fall down once. Who knows? I haven't done that yet at bowling. I've thrown the ball backwards once, but
I'm going to...
And I'm not working any extra days this week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all at home.
I'm going to try and finish up every single thing we have on our schedule tomorrow, except for the new job that we got yesterday. That looks
Slacker. The fuck.
Slacker.
I'm going to finish everything except for the
Everything.
one thing that I'm not going to do.
That's too much topspin.
All right, bro. I think my brother's ready to play, so I'm most likely going to set this one out.
Okay.
I don't really, it's not really floating my boat. Plus, it's a 9-hole and whatever. Nice to kind of have a week off without thinking about it. But next week, though, should be an interesting one. I imagine we'll see some Power 5 topspin balls or Power 5 0 or 1 win balls coming out here.
Well, I'm
with
just
strictly
wondering if
tailwind tournament.
way too much topspin. No, and so what's the deal on the next tournament? It's supposed to be all tailwind?
All tailwind. Yeah.
All tailwind.
So, apparently all fucking 3 rounds is just 18 holes of tailwind.
And what course is it
So
on?
we'll see. Acacia
Acacia Reserve.
Yeah.
There's some tough holes on that will be much better
Was it
without
not
any
fairly
headwind.
new? Was it not released as one of the new courses on a major in the last year and a half?
Yeah, it's been like in the last couple years. I think it was a summer major? No. I think it was introduced as a major.
Well, yeah. But I think it was before EA, though. Maybe. I don't know. Fuck, who cares? It hasn't been around as long as a lot of the courses we've been playing in tournaments lately. Excluding majors. Because they always seem to put on a new course for the major, which is fun. Anyway.
What I'd like them to do is start doing what me and you have talked about in the past, is make some of these majors a little bit tougher by changing the pin placement and having one round with the new configuration and the old configuration. And yeah,
honestly, I know it's whatever. I play rookie and shit, so who cares? But it'd be nice if it just went back to the old way, because it seems to take so much longer to play nowadays. Like the old tournament, you play the qualifying round, and then you knew, okay, here's the wind. It's going to vary in strength, and the wind angle is going to vary slightly, but it's going to be left to right on this hole. It's going to be tailwind on this hole. It's going to be headwind on this hole. Then you plan out your round, and you can do it in the qualifying round. The first 3 days you can plan out your round, and then when it comes time to actually play a full round, you're ready, and you don't have to sit there and figure it all out again. That's why I only play like 1-2 accounts in the weekend now, if I get that far, because it's too much to try and get more than 2 or 3 through. But whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean
you can't please 100 people 100% of the time.
No, well, I mean, if you've got 3 accounts and you're trying to get them through, and you think, oh, it's I got 5 rounds, 5 sides to play, and it takes an hour on each one. There's 5 hours times 3 accounts. There's 15 hours plus the other time that goes around it, and it's never just like, real quick.
No, if I'm by myself and I'm ready, like I've got, I know what I'm doing, I can bang off 18 holes in an hour and a half. But when the wind changes every single round, if you want to actually try and be competitive, then you're spending, tokens before each hole. Okay.
Yep.
Well, here's what I played last time, but the wind is the opposite. So how is that adjustment going to work now? Well, it's not. I got to think of a new one. So you practice it and try and dial that in. And so you're playing, instead of 18 holes, you're playing fucking 36,
at least
40 something, 50 holes, right? Just to finish one round, if you want to try and dial in a good score. It just, I don't know. Honestly, I think it backfires on their end too, because if I was able to play more rounds or more accounts, then I would be using more balls and buying more stuff, but whatever. I mean,
well, they do a lot of stuff that doesn't make them money. Like, it's in some respects, it almost feels like they go out of their way to not make some money.
Yeah.
Anything that they can do to make more holes that we play, so that we use more balls. So unless you're playing with a white ball, you're buying balls. And
yeah.
All right, that was a scouting report practice round. Take a look at, see what the holes look like. Tried a few new things on those holes. So thanks for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.